Hi, this is Nadim for Online Tennis Instruction. In today's video, I'd like to give you a good tip on how you can generate more power on your two-handed backhand. I've been given a lot of private tennis lessons recently, and my students do struggle quite a bit with generating enough power on the two-handed backhand. One typical problem I see is that the unit turn is simply incomplete, and therefore the acceleration path to contact is much too small. Please take a look at it from the side angle where I will demonstrate exactly what that looks like and how it should look like. So what I encounter a lot with my students is that their take back is not fully complete, and therefore the hands stop too short. What that looks like is, as you can clearly see, I'm back here, I look rather tense, and my hand is definitely aligned still with my hip. That does not give me much room to go up and out to the contact point, and I don't have any acceleration. And if I do, it's all tense power I use. What I want to do instead is, when I complete my unit turn, you can see my shoulders have turned a lot more, and now my hands are past my hip. As you can see right here, there's a nice gap between my back hip and my right hand, and this in turn gives me much easier power generation and a much longer acceleration path to contact, which then in turn gets me to hit a ball much more powerful and much less tense. On the left side, you can clearly see how my unit turn is complete, and therefore my hands are behind my hip. There's a nice gap between my right hand and my back hip, and that gives me a much larger acceleration path to contact and also allows me to complete my swing with less effort and a lot more power. On the right side, you can see how my turn is incomplete, and therefore my hand stops short right around my back hip. This is the problem that leads to not being able to generate enough power because my acceleration path is much too short. And therefore also you will notice that my swing looks a lot more tense than on the left side. So now that you've been able to see how it's supposed to look like and how it shouldn't look like, how do you go about practicing it? The best thing to do here is to make sure that you don't even bother about the ball, but you take shadow swings as your primary option. And what you want to do is go back and kind of feel this nice little unit turn here, and then get into this checkpoint to where your hands are clearly behind your hip, and then hold this checkpoint and see if you actually meet it. Because if you haven't in the past, this is not going to feel natural at all, and that is the key. You want to get out of this comfort zone, and you do want to see how this turn is significantly different than what you feel normally. So once again, let me have you take a look. Full unit turn, and you can clearly see that my hands are behind my hip. That's where I stop, and then I finish my swing. And as you continue to do so over and over, then you can go back in and complete the unit turn in one motion all the way up to finish. Okay, so go out, hit a lot of shadow swings, and then incorporate it by hitting a few balls, some self feeds, some easy feeds. But please make sure you do the shadow swings first, go into your checkpoints, and I'm sure this will help you with your power on the two-handed backhand.
How would you like to transform your tennis game and increase your playing level in just one day? These kinds of transformations happen on a regular basis when we teach our OTI live clinics. The quickest way to improve your game is to get personalized feedback from a highly trained instructor. OTI Instructor Nadim Naser now offers these one-day transformation clinics throughout the year in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. In these clinics, you get state-of-the-art instruction, and you will receive instant video feedback right on the court. If you want to take your game to the next level with one of these one-day clinics, simply click the link inside this video right now for all of the details.